Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. It's a pleasure that I'm here at the university today. I have known Ibrahim's father, and it was an honor to know him. Today I came and heard his son, who's the president of the university now, speaking his vision of how he wants to carry the university, how he feels about the students, and how he feels about creating value for what you're doing in your lives. I'm thoroughly impressed, and I can say in only those words his father would have been very proud of him. I would like to first start off by giving a standing ovation to his father. I would request all to stand. Ibrahim is a friend of my son Sultan, so like a son to me. And I will always wish him the best. I was speaking to Dr. Kamran, and I see a very established fraternity here. Ibrahim was also briefing me that, mashallah, you have 25,000 students in the university, and this mass media and journalism only has about 2,000 students in the school. I was just thinking, and I asked Mohsin Saab also a question because they had invited me for lunch. But there's no free lunch, so I had to speak. And Mohsin Saab said that he has about 1,800 employees today, and it's growing. MashaAllah, he's like a younger brother, and I've seen him grow in last 13 years. But I would like to share his experience with you first. When I first met him in 2008, he had practically become bankrupt. He had, it might be news to all of you, but you have to know that business is a very strong and very committed requires rather a lot of commitment, and financially, morally, ethically. He was the chief of the CNN in Asia. He knew journalism in and out. He came with a unique concept of a regional channel, which he had seen in US, which was never done here before. So the concept was great, so it was 042. But he was competing with the GEOs and the ARYs of that time. And 042 concept to catch up for people who advertise was very difficult, that you're only dealing with the customer profile of Lahore, and who would watch Lahore news? That was a real question which was in everybody's mind, and why should we advertise? So whatever money he had, basically invested, which was 100% of his savings, that all that money was lost. It was lost, gone. And he was in severe pressure how to carry out, because you can imagine if the pressure is, you have to give salaries, you have to give, journalism is different. I remember him as a journalist, though he used to travel. He won't travel by car, he would call a chartered plane to travel from Lahore to Karachi. Or a plane would come in from Karachi to take him from Lahore to Islamabad. He wouldn't bother. CNN was paying the cost, not him. He was the chief. And he wouldn't stay at one place more than one night, being chief of Asia. That was his job as a journalist. When he became an entrepreneur, now that's a totally different story. And I met him incidentally at a place and I said, I really like this concept. Lake City would only advertise in City 42 henceforth. We would not advertise in any channel. Salim Bukhari Sahib is a witness. Salim Bukhari Sahib came to me with Nawai Waqt and his chief executive at that time. And I simply said that we just don't advertise. We feel that the value we get from the regional channel, because our customer profile is Lahore only, 99% for Lake City. We would only advertise with a regional channel 042, nobody else. And I hold my word, in 13 years I met him, I saw the concept, I believed in it, and we have been there as his customer from that day when I met him. So this means 13 years of business relationship. That's how much I believed in him. We had months and years when we had zero sales. Imagine. Lake City, if you would look at the ad even today, we don't offer products. It's a corporate ad. We always come up with a corporate ad. That corporate ad comes once a year, brought in. It's a concept, what we have done, what we have developed, where we are. That's it. You just give a general statement. It's a marketing. I would like to speak to you when you're marketing. And today when you talk about real estate in Lahore, I can bet on anything. You would come up with DHA and you would come up with the name Lake City. It's not possible you won't come up with the name of Lake City. Why? It was our belief that we need to brand. We are there every hour. 15th minute of the hour we are there. 30th minute of the hour we are there. 45th minute we are there. 60. Every hour we are there. 4 times in an hour. With our new ad, which has to be attractive so it doesn't irritate people also. We don't want people to be irritated with our ads. And people started believing in this concept. We were the first believers. So we have the first mover advantage also. We get the best rates also. But the concept grew. His concept went from 042 to 041, Islamabad. From 041 to Rui, whole of South Punjab. Then he went and set up an international channel, UK 44, which is based out of UK in London and gives UK news of all Pakistanis there. He set up a national channel, Channel 24. And now he's going in and expanding in 2 regions where he's not. He's going to Karachi as 021 and he's going to Gujranwala now. But it has taken him 13 years of a lifetime. So, from journalism to entrepreneurship, there's a huge cost of personal life, there's a huge cost of commitment, there is a huge cost of risk. He was risk-free. Salim Bukhari Sahib is risk-free. He is not. It's a fact. Same thing is when you are selecting this subject to study today, I'm sure you want to make it as a profession. And you will never be able to understand in books what actually life is all about. Mohsin Sahib just gave a comment at lunch, and I will not bother with the GPs. This is for you to understand what he said. I repeat again. He said, I won't be bothered about the GPs. The best GPs are the worst journalists. The best GPs are the worst journalists. I want street smart. I want their eyes open. I want their minds open. These are the kind of people we are looking forward to have in the industry. So you need to be, if you're there, this is the demand of the industry which you're going to join. So you have to keep yourself, the industry in my belief today is about having more than 100,000 jobs available today. And it's still growing. You have 60 channels, and I'm averaging that each channel has minimum 1,500 to 1,800 people. And it's still growing, so it's a growing industry. And huge potential, because from a a reporter to a top anchor. Can you imagine what is the pay package you can get home? I'll just share with you. A pay package from a basic journalist who just joins, maybe from 50,000 rupees to a top anchor is about ₹1 crore a month. That's the kind of industry that it is. I'll just share, in my personal view, when we watch Indian movies, all of us, I believe, we normally watch Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khans. In Pakistan, we have Kamran Khans and Salim Bukharis. And this is the potential. You can be tomorrow's stars. But you really need to know what industry wants and what you should learn. So this course, which Ibrahim Murad, I'm really proud of him, which he has designed for you, which each one of you probably, I suggested each one of you should be attending at least 3 months. And if City 40 takes 60 students every quarter, that would mean that in 16 quarters you would have all your 2,000 students covered. And that is what is required, that City 42 cooperates with you, that each one of you gets an opportunity to go there, practically work for 3 months. As Lake City Holdings, I like to announce a scholarship for 100 students, fully paid. And I like Kamran Saab and Salim Bukhari Saab to be the trustees for that scholarship. That will start today, and anybody applying, this will be my trust, 2 members. We would start off right now.